Hello, everybody. Hola, wizards. I am back with some Theros stuff. So, Theros Beyond Death comes out this weekend, and I've put out a couple videos. I might link them, I might not. That have been a little harsh on some of the Theros design. That cards I thought were too powerful. So, to be fair, I kept saying I'm going to make a video showing you some of the cards I like. Let's show you what I think is pretty cool. So I like Thassa a lot. I really liked the old 3-mana Thassa, and the 4-mana Thassa is also pretty good. So it becomes a 6/5 that if you have Devotion 5 or more. And what it does is it taps the target creature for 4 mana, which is pretty decent. You're probably only going to be able to use it once a turn, but it helps your creatures get in. That's very similar to making your creatures unblockable, which is what the old Thassa does. So it can help remove or tie down your opponent's best threat, which is sweet. Oh my god, it's getting late. The other thing is, at the beginning of your end step, exile up to one target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield. So boom, you're getting tons of value off this if you have any enter the battlefield abilities. There's going to be some sweet decks built around this. I could see you using it with like Charming Prince and the creature that creates golems or golems when it comes into play, Blade Splicer, stuff like that. So you're just going to keep getting a ton of incremental value. Angel of Invention, boom, you're just creating all these servos every turn. Maybe Thragtusk. Self-Blink is a really powerful thing, and to do it every turn with an indestructible enchantment is pretty valuable. But it's 4 mana to have no impact on the board when it comes in, so it's slow enough that I think you could build around it and make a decent deck, but not so crazy that it's broken. I think they kind of hit the sweet spot with this one. Although, we'll see. Maybe it's broken in the first day. I don't think it will be. I'm very happy to see this Thassa. Next, Eidolon of Obstruction. Very neat card. White always gets to kind of put rain in other colors and kind of force them to do things their way. So you got Thalia, Type Taker, Arbiter, things like that. This one does it for Planeswalkers. So it's a 2/1 first strike. So it's a playable card, right? That's pretty good in an aggro deck, 2/1 with first strike. Loyalty abilities of Planeswalkers your opponent's control cost 1 more to activate. Pretty good. I might consider putting it in my White Weenies enchantment deck. Now we go to red, Storm's Wrath. 2 RR. It deals 4 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. I honestly think that Planeswalkers have just gotten so prevalent and so good that red needed something like this. So while I don't necessarily like the idea that that red can just wrath the board and wrath the Planeswalkers, the game needed this to happen. The game needed this card, so it's good that it's here. They can finally stand up to Teferi. Agonizing Remorse. Target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, or card from their graveyard. Exile that card, you lose 1 life. I like this card because it's a discard card, basically. You know, you can rip a card out of their hand, but on the off chance they're playing an escape deck with a really, really good bomb with escape, like one of the Titans, you can exile it, and you don't have to waste a sideboard slot. It's a graveyard sideboard card and a control sideboard card. I like the versatility. Alright, Inevitable End. This card is sweet. It's really fun. Enchanted creature has, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. So, boom. They can either keep their best creature that you put this on, or they can sacrifice crappy creatures every turn. So you're either getting multiple of their creatures, or you're getting their best thing. I love this card. It really reminds me... Let's see if they put it in here. Nope. Reminds me of Stab Wound 2 and a black, stab wound, had -2/-2. Your opponent took 2 damage every turn while it was alive. So they were kind of like tempted to just kill off that creature. Same here. They're going to be tempted to kill off their best creature because they want the inevitable end to be gone. I'm sorry. I cannot stop yawning. I'm trying to record this before I go on a plane down to Florida, so I won't be able to make videos for a while, and I wanted to get my thoughts on these before I keep reading about everyone's pre-releases. So honestly, if you guys go to a pre-release, let me know how it went. I won't get to go this time, which is a bummer, but I'll try to play some online soon. So let me know how your pre-release went, how you liked it, what you draw, what you pulled. I want to know if you got a Titan, because those are the most intriguing, super powerful cards in my mind. So I want to see the Titans. Alright, Minions Return. Very similar. It's a 2 and a black enchantment aura that you can put on your opponent's creatures. When an enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. Flash. I think the flash might be what makes it a little overpowered, because you can do it in response to a kill spell. But it'll be super interesting to see. Do you want to use this to protect your best creature, or to kind of steal their best creature? I think it's a neat idea that it can do both, and it's just a very evil black. It fits the color very well. It's an evil black magic kind of thing. Reverend Hopley, another card that I think really fits the color well. Look, 4 and a white isn't the best for a 1/2, but you create a number of 1/1 white human creature tokens equal to your devotion to white. So you have a bunch of white cards in play, you pop this down, you make 6 or 7 tokens, and then use heroic triggers to beef them up. This could be a real game winner in Limited. So I like to see these types of cards. It just costs too much to play in Constructed, but nevertheless, I'm excited to see it. Underworld Dreams, this is a reprint, but I love cards like these. Whenever opponent draws a card, Underworld Dreams deals 1 damage to that player. I love making decks around this card. I used to have one that was like a bunch of these, a bunch of Fog Banks, which were like a 2/2 indestructible, or 2/2 indestructible flyer, but it basically dealt no damage and didn't take any damage. So I just try to block all my opponent's creatures and try to make them draw cards to die. It was when I was playing Jinky Kitchen Table Magic with my brother, and it was a lot of fun. So I love this card. I'm happy to see it again. Fun cards like this shouldn't be super expensive, and now they're reprinting it. Boom. Can't wait to see this pop up in a bunch of fun commander decks and stuff like that. And then last but not least, Kroxa, Titan of the Death's Hunter, or Kroxa, whatever it is. Just like this big old giant with a hole in his gullet. Look at that. Woof. I don't know if this is going to be too powerful, but when I saw it, I thought, I don't want that to be cast against me. And then I thought a second longer and was like, I want to cast that against people. It's just so much value. Plop it down, boom. They have to discard a card. Next turn or turn later, you escape it. They have to discard a card again. The turn after, if they don't kill it, boom, you're attacking. They have to kill it again. It's insane, I think. Just a really good amount of card value. I love discarding. It's the best thing that black does, I think. And so I'm very interested to see if this will be completely broken or if everything else is so powerful that this will be kind of normal. I'm not sure. So anyway, Theros seems pretty cool. And another thing I wanted to just give a shout out is that the Theros world being based on ancient Greece, I don't always like when like pirates is when Wizards does like, oh, it's pirate land, or it's somethingville, or Kaladesh, it's steampunk. I think it can be lame, but I think they really knocked it out of the park with Theros. They really did make things look cool, feel cool. It feels kind of like you're in this world of ancient Greece, but it still feels like Magic. Sometimes when they go to planes that are themed, it doesn't feel like Magic the Gathering anymore. And Theros, I think they found that delicate balance. So, very excited, pretty happy. The only thing that is weird about Theros, is no goblins. My favorite, no goblins. Because they got satyrs and cyclops. Well, satyrs are okay, but goblins. All right. Also, I didn't mention this one, but I was playing with this today. I was playing a white enchantment deck with black in it, so Orzhov Aura deck. It was really good. Or it was really fun to play, at least. I have no idea if it's good yet. This card is a creepy bug-eye art. It's +1/+1 in vigilance and escape. This is an escape card that I feel like is decently valuable, but not game-changing enough that it's going to ruin things. And enchantments are already kind of like a 2-for-1 for your opponent when they kill your creatures, so having the escape on it kind of helps even out the score. I think this is a very well-balanced card. So it's not the most exciting or anything, but sometimes a really good balanced card isn't that exciting. So good job, WotC. I'm really excited to play the new set. When I grumble out of love for the game. And I just thought there were a couple really too powerful cards. But for the most part, this looks like it's going to be really fun to play. So I'm excited to see what happens. Excited to see what Pioneer decks pop up. So thank you. Have a good one, and good luck in your pre-releases.